Okay, so you're a serious NFT investor. You know it's not just about collecting cool digital art, right? It's about navigating this wild market of different blockchains, crazy fees, and, well, liquidity. Choosing the right marketplace isn't just a preference, it is a critical part of your entire strategy. So, how do you cut through all the noise and pick the platform that's actually going to maximize your returns? Well, in this explainer, we're going to figure that out. Let's get right into it. First, we're going to tackle the big problem, this fragmented market. Then we'll meet the 5 big players trying to solve it. After that, we'll throw them into a head-to-head comparison, give you a super practical checklist to make your own decision, and finally, we'll look at what this all means for the future of trading NFTs. All right, let's start with the one challenge that every single serious NFT investor has slammed into. For years, the market has been, well, broken up. Just think of each blockchain, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, as its own little island. Each one has valuable stuff, a whole community of people, and they're all totally cut off from each other. Now, this whole island thing creates a massive problem for you, the investor. Why? It absolutely crushes liquidity. I mean, it drastically cuts down the number of potential buyers for your assets, and it limits your access to everything that's out there. So the big question you got to ask yourself is this: are my most valuable digital assets trapped on one of these islands, just sitting there with limited potential? And this is exactly where multi-chain marketplaces come into the picture. They aren't just another platform. Think of them as these giant bridges connecting all the digital islands. By pulling together multiple blockchains, they create one massive, unified trading floor. And what does that mean for you? More collections to browse, way deeper liquidity pools to trade in, and the freedom to pick a chain based on what actually matters for your strategy, whether that's rock-bottom fees or lightning-fast transactions. So who are these titans building the bridges we all need? Let's take a little tour of the 5 marketplaces that aren't just playing in this multi-chain world. They are the ones writing the rules. First up, the big one. The one even your friends who think crypto is fake money have heard of. OpenSea. It launched way back in 2017, and it basically became the place for NFTs. It's the original giant that set the standard for everyone else. Now, OpenSea does have some cool features like lazy minting, which is pretty clever. It lets creators list an NFT without paying gas fees until it actually sells. But for a serious investor, that long history comes with some baggage. Its popularity means it's often super overcrowded, and honestly, the fees can be brutal. And you know this, every single percentage point in platform fees is a direct hit to your return on investment. You really feel that on those high-value flips. Next up, let's talk about Magic Eden. This one just blasted onto the scene by becoming the go-to marketplace for Solana, the blockchain famous for its insane speed and tiny fees. It's branched out since then, but its DNA is pure Solana and gaming. So what's really interesting here is Magic Eden's laser focus. Its launchpad is a kingmaker for new projects, and its deep roots in gaming connected to some of the most passionate and active communities out there. The trade-off, though? While it has expanded, its heart and a whole lot of its liquidity is still anchored to Solana. And that can be a real bottleneck if your portfolio is spread out across other chains. Okay, our third contender, OKX, is playing a totally different game. It's not just another marketplace, it's a super aggregator. Think of it less like a single shop and more like a massive search engine that pulls in listings from tons of different sources, giving you this incredible bird's-eye view of the entire market. And when I say bird's eye view, I am not kidding. OKX supports over 130 native chains. Just let that number sink in for a second. We're not just talking about the big names here. This is about giving you access to the entire sprawling and often hidden landscape of digital assets. So here's why that matters. For an investor whose whole strategy is about finding those undervalued gems or playing the arbitrage game across different chains, well, this level of aggregation is an absolute game changer. It means more data, more choice, and way more opportunity, all from one dashboard. All right, on to number 4, Binance NFT. This platform has a different kind of power. Its secret weapon isn't just its tech. It's the fact that it's baked directly into the gigantic Binance crypto exchange ecosystem. And what does that little integration get you? Oh, just direct access to a pool of over 280 million registered Binance users. I mean, come on. That's not a user base. That's an entire ocean of built-in crypto-savvy liquidity. And that just perfectly shows the power of an ecosystem. As an investor, what's the one thing you crave? Liquidity. It's everything. Tapping into a user base this huge means your listings get way more eyeballs, which can directly translate into faster sales at better prices. The main catch? Access can be restricted depending on where you live. And last but not least, we have Coinbase NFT. Backed by the biggest name in US crypto, Coinbase decided to zig where everyone else zagged. They focused less on raw trading data and more on building a social, community-first kind of platform. The interface almost feels like a social network, you know? It's designed for you to discover things and connect with people. But, and this is a huge but, a deal-breaking catch for any serious multi-chain investor, it is Ethereum only. That's not just a limitation, folks. For anyone looking to escape Ethereum's insane gas fees and explore other ecosystems, it's a strategic dead end. Okay, so we've met the players. Now it's time for the main event. Let's just strip away all the marketing fluff and put these platforms right next to each other. Let's see how they really stack up on the things that actually impact your bottom line. Looking at this side by side really clears things up, doesn't it? For just pure, raw chain support, OKX is just in a league of its own. Now, look at Fiat on-ramp. That's your ability to buy with actual cash. Magic Eden, OKX, and Binance have a huge leg up here, letting you move way faster. Really, the best platform comes down to your strategy. Need the deepest, most established liquidity pools? OpenSea is still that legacy choice. Are you obsessed with low fees, trying to squeeze every bit of profit out of a trade? Magic Eden was built for you. Is your goal to hunt for assets across the entire Web3 universe? OKX is your weapon. And for just raw access to the biggest pool of potential buyers, that's got to be Binance. So with all these different advantages, how do you actually pick one? Well, it all boils down to your personal investment strategy. So let's walk through a quick, actionable checklist to help you make a smart, informed choice. Before you commit to any marketplace, run it through these 5 questions. Number 1, how's their track record on security? Don't skip this. 2, does it actually support the blockchains where the stuff you want to buy even exists? 3, and this is a big one, what is the total cost of a trade? You have to dig past the headline number and look at gas fees, hidden commissions, the whole shebang. 4, where are the buyers? High volume and active user base. These are non-negotiable for liquidity. And 5, can you actually use the thing efficiently when you're under pressure? A clean interface isn't just a nice to have, it's a critical tool. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture. What does the rise of all these powerful, competing multi-chain platforms really mean for the future of investing in digital assets? Here's the big takeaway. The era of those isolated digital islands is coming to an end. We are moving so fast toward a single, interconnected digital ocean. And this isn't just a small improvement. It's a fundamental shift in the market that's unlocking massive amounts of liquidity for investors and giving creators this unbelievable global stage for their work. We are literally watching a complete reshaping of the digital economy happen right in front of us. And it leaves us with one final and pretty thrilling question. As those walls between blockchains continue to crumble, which one of these contenders, or maybe a new one we haven't even seen yet, is going to rise up and build the next great digital empire?